Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet a fantastic couple who has invented a game-changing company in the oil patch. Their incredible journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team. And the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, when you think of oil and gas workers, you think of just a lot of mud and dirt and grime, and probably not the healthiest lifestyle when it comes to eating and exercise. Well, my next couple, Kelli and Nick Burns, are out to change that. They're changing the narrative. They're with PetroFit. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us. We're very excited. Very excited.
Well, let's start with you, Nick. How did PetroFit begin?
Well, when my wife and I moved closer back to the old patch in 2018, we saw a need. It was a starving market, really. I saw how the industry had shifted, and had shifted a lot from a health and fitness standpoint, and we just wanted to create some change. And so we kind of hung up my hat at Chevron and went full time with this and never looked back.
Okay, now what did your friends say when you announced you were starting this?
I actually just made a post about this yesterday, or a couple days ago. They thought I was crazy, leaving a full-time, full benefits job with a very reputable super major to start my own business. And it was scary. It was definitely scary, but we
took the leap
of faith.
It was great.
It was a leap of faith. We looked at each other, we were like, let's do this. We go all in, and we did it, and it's been great.
That's cool. Okay, Kelli, let's bring you into this. Tell us what makes PetroFit unique in the marketplace.
Well, we're a health and fitness company, and we cater towards working professionals in the oil and gas industry. We really build custom fitness nutrition plans for each individual, so it's very customized. And we do not only corporate wellness packages, but also individual packages. And we just do what we can to help each individual person, and that's what it comes down to, is helping others.
And I want people to know a little bit more about you, Kelli. So you cheered professionally.
I did. I actually grew up in a very small West Texas town, Fort Stockton, and I loved it. I loved every minute of growing up in a hometown, but I did want to cheer professionally, so I got that crazy idea to be a professional NFL cheerleader. When I was 18, I auditioned for the Houston Texans cheerleaders, and I made it on my first try. That year, there were about 800 individuals auditioning, so when I made it, I got that mindset that you can do anything if you set your mind to it and never discount yourself from any opportunity. So with PetroFit, that's what we do. Yep. We set our mind to something and we try to achieve it.
That's it. Staying with you, Kelli, you said just before the show began that a lot of people in your industry might have been thin, but not necessarily healthy. Mm-hmm. Talk more about that.
That's true. So with my history, I have always been fit, and I've been very blessed with that. But with like NFL cheerleading, yes, we were all extremely fit, but I did have several friends who were not necessarily healthy. And so, yeah, you might look at someone and say, oh, they're fit, they're in shape, they've got everything together. But there's so many people that struggle with the healthy aspect. And so that's one thing that we try to promote, is a healthy lifestyle and to create stability and something that you continue. That's one thing with our kids, because we have 3 kids. We try to show, hey, go have fun, play, but eat the brownies, eat the cookies, and it's all about just a little bit of balance of everything.
Yes. Okay, we want to pull up your website, and Nick, as we scroll down the website, we want to talk about all of the unique offerings, because we can see, accountability, nutrition, training. Talk about the different facets and how they all work together.
Yeah, good question. So we have our 4 pillars, which is the lifestyle assessment, the customization of the plans, and just the knowledge and educational piece of it. But it's more importantly, it's the support that we give, because for field workers, we cannot write the same plan for a pumper, for a landman, or a company man. They're very different lifestyles. So that's why we have to go very in depth in that initial lifestyle assessment phase to teach them, okay, this is your lifestyle, this is how we can shape and mold it to find more sustainability so you can be more consistent.
Sure.
And so we do that in the lifestyle assessment. We build all that data, customize it, put them through an educational course, because I didn't get to where I was today without someone teaching me.
Sure.
I'm still learning. So we need to teach them so they can do it for the rest of their life.
Well, and I know there's a lot of people watching right now, and they're saying,
Yeah.
These two people look like they just stepped off the cover of some fashion magazine. What would they know about my circumstance? But Nick, share, you've had times in your life when you were not healthy.
Correct. So before in high school, I was about 280. It took me, and I was military for 6 years, Army active duty. We did IED disposal and rock clearance. So we were like explosive ordnance detachment overseas. And it took me 5 times to pass a PT test and drop the weight to get in there. And since then, fitness became my passion.
Yes.
And then went to after college, when she got out, where I met Kelli as well, got closer to the old patch and more consulting role and all the travel, the on-the-go lifestyle, which is what we hear every single day from our clients. I had gained that weight back as well. And I needed to know that I needed to find more balance and structure, and someone needed to help me. And so that's where we created a program to help the oil field worker. Same process.
And they just completed a wonderful little sizzle reel. Let's go ahead and roll that.
My name is Nick Burns, and I'm the CEO of PetroFit. PetroFit was born out of a necessity when I was working in the oil and gas industry. During my time and on the job, I was living off gas station food and was constantly on the road. Before I knew it, I was weighing 275 pounds and my health was suffering significantly. It was the fear of continuing down this road and being unable to fully enjoy a healthy retirement with my family that forced me to make a change. So I began studying nutrition and fitness. Immediately, I realized due to the demanding nature of the job, there was just no way the conventional advice would have worked for me. I had to tailor a program that would cater around my career in a sustainable way, and that's exactly what we do for our clients. Currently, PetroFit is striving to make oil and gas the healthiest and fittest industry in America.
It has to be so rewarding to help somebody like regain their life. Kelli, talk about that. And as you're talking about that, we want to scroll down your page of before and afters because they're so dramatic.
Yes, well, one of my favorite clients was actually someone that I grew up with. And when we started the business and he heard what we were doing, he signed right on. He was one of our very first. But his goal was to be able to sit in like an airplane seat and to fit into the one single seat. And so when he accomplished that goal, it was just a huge milestone for him. And with that very first client, it really taught me the importance of it's never too late to start. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to start, but if you show up, then your options are endless.
All right,
You just
Nick,
have to try, right?
Yeah.
what's your favorite story of a client you've helped?
Whew, that's a very good question. I think the biggest one is some people are on their deathbed. They really are. We hear people that are in their 30s dying of heart attacks from and I call it the pillars. It's the energy drinks, it's no sleep, it's all the stress, right? It's the sitting all the time. It all compounds. And so when that happens, we have people get high blood pressure, right? High cholesterol, low energy, low testosterone, all these compiles into heart attacks. So when we see all the medication, so it's powerful for me to see when we can get people off their medication within 6-8 weeks, and how it's changing not only like their life, but their home life too.
Sure. Let's talk about the corporate wellness. When you work with large companies, how does that work? Kelli?
Well, it's just getting the company to focus in on the care of their employees because that's really what makes their company successful. And when the employees see that their company does care about their well-being, and then they're more willing to put in the work to make their own home life better. And so being able to get these companies to sign on and get the employees as a huge group to have that commitment.
Sure.
Yeah.
And Nick, when you're working with somebody one-on-one, we know you came from the military. Is it like boot camp? Is it like drop it, give me 50?
We have to do that sometimes. Yes, we do. We have females in the group too. We have almost 300 people in the group all over the U.S. because we're remote, and so we have a very structured, methodical way we put people through. But yeah, for the field guys, we have to do that, and that's why I'm a vet. All my coaches are vets because we can get like that for people if they need it. But then obviously we can't get like for women or who are more timid, so we have to cater to the person.
Staying with you, Nick, let's talk about accountability because everybody knows how to do a push-up or jog, but sometimes having an accountability partner like PetroFit is important for them to actually do it.
Definitely, yeah. And I need accountability. And Kelly needs accountability. Everyone needs accountability. It's just what degree of that is it? And so it depends on the person's lifestyle. If you're on the go all the time, it's very custom to them. You tell us what you need to be successful and we'll meet you there. And then maybe we have to change that along the way, but we're constantly making adjustments. But it's the support, it's the community. All people working towards one goal, and you're in the oil and gas industry, it's powerful.
Okay, do you have to be in the oil and gas industry to become a client?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, because we cater to the person. It doesn't matter the lifestyle. You could be, an airplane pilot, right? Or you could be, anything really. So it doesn't.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got about 2 minutes left. I want to give both of you a chance to give final thoughts. We'll start with you, Kelly. What would you like to say to the audience?
Yeah, you don't have to be in the oil and gas industry, and you don't have to be in Texas or Midland, Odessa. We cater to clients across the country, so come and join PetroFit.
Definitely. Yeah, I like to think of it as garbage in, garbage out. Food is our fuel. So by feeding ourselves, it's very intertwined with oil and gas. The food we give ourselves and the fuel we have and the energy we use for oil and gas is very intertwined. So if you want good fuel, you need calories and fuel. It's the same thing. So we have to look. It's nutrition is what's going to drive it, and we need consistency.
Outstanding. You've been amazing guests. We're going to end with the website, which is PetroFitTraining.com. Kelli and Nick Burns, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.